Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tea. I'm your host, the amazing T Street. Today's mug says, sometimes you forget that you're awesome. So this is your reminder. So that's not just for me, it was a gift, but it's not just for me, it's for you. Today is Wear Red for Heart Health Day. Go red for heart health. And so I just wanted to remind everyone that as you're out and about, make sure you've got on your red as a reminder that we all need to be good stewards in taking care of our hearts. And so today we're going to jump into the topic, don't skip the process of fellowshipping with others. Now, most people who know me would say, well, T, you skip the processes all the time. And just because I do it doesn't mean it's good. Just because I do it doesn't mean it's right. As we know better, we should do better. I think that was Oprah. When you know better, you do better. Or that might have been Maya Angelou. Somebody said, when you know better, you do better. So today I want to talk about the process of fellowshipping with others and the benefits that come from it. First of all, what is fellowship? There's a good scripture, in case you're wondering, even God thinks it's good that we fellowship. So who am I to say I'm not going to fellowship? When in Psalms 133:1, it says, behold how good and how pleasant it is for brethren and sistren to dwell together in unity. So there are clearly benefits because God said we should dwell together in unity. So today we're going to talk about fellowshipping. What is it? It's the process of shared community. It's sometimes done because we have shared interests, because we have shared activities, because we have things in common. That's where the process of fellowshipping comes from. Now, sometimes it's forced fellowshipping, like going to school. You don't get to choose who in your classes. You don't get to choose who your teacher is. That's forced fellowshipping. I'm not talking about that kind of fellowshipping. I'm talking about the fellowshipping where we get to choose the others with whom we decide to delight ourselves and have some fun. Fellowshipping is important because it's a process of shared community. It allows us to build deeper relationships. The more time we spend with people in shared activities, in shared practices, the more we get to know those people and on a deeper level. I don't know about you, but at this stage of my life, I don't seek superficial or superfluous relationships. I don't have the time or the desire if it's not going to produce something that's deep and meaningful, wherein we both are mutually benefited as a result of it. What is the process? It opens up communication. It teaches us to communicate better with other people. It teaches us to communicate our needs, our wants. The more time we spend with people, we start to share a lot more than we do with people that we don't spend time with. It provides mutual encouragement. You down and I'm not, I get to lift you up. I'm down and you're not. When we get together, we can lift each other up. We encourage each other. And that's so important. I'll tell you, on January 13th, I had intended to stay home and just mourn. And I got invited to a couple of things. And the first thing I got invited to was a function that was happening, and I went to that. The next thing I got invited to was a dinner with some of my sorors. And I wasn't going to go because I was feeling really, really low that day. It's a really hard day for me. Founders Day is a really low day for me. But I went out and OMG, it was such an amazing time that lifted everything that was in me. The spirit of depression was lifted off of me when I participated in the process of fellowshipping with others because they gave me encouragement without even knowing that they were giving me encouragement. The process of fellowshipping with others, it improves our active listening skills. And guess what? Every great leader needs good listening skills. So if you don't do it for any other reason than you trying to grow yourself as a leader, do that. Develop your listening skills, because when you are participating and there's a whole bunch of people or just you and another person, they're talking, you're listening. They're talking, you're listening. You're not waiting for your opportunity to talk. You're actually taking in what they have to say and maybe learning about ways that you can be of support to them. Those things happen when we fellowship with others. And ultimately, how is it done? It's done through shared experiences. So this weekend, I want to encourage you, do at least one thing that requires you to go through the process of fellowshipping with others. Whatever you do, don't skip that. Do something, whether it's going to fellowship with others at your place of worship, whether it's getting together with people that you know, to do something fun, whether it's getting together to watch the Super Bowl and you don't want to sit at home by yourself, ask somebody for an invitation. Yep, that's a part of the process. Maybe you didn't get invited naturally, but you don't want to spend Super Bowl by yourself. You want to scream and cheer for whatever your team is. Go Eagles. You want to scream and cheer for your team in the presence of other people. And so that's a way that you can do that this weekend. I want to encourage you to, whatever you do, don't skip the process of fellowshipping with others, because behold how good and pleasant it is for us to dwell together in unity. I'm the Amazing T Street. Nothing amazing in me that's not in each and every one of you. Take some time this weekend to go through the process of fellowshipping with others. Have a great day.